Hey, welcome to the online orientation videos. I'm Tony Tackett, Program Director for Radiation Therapy at Amarillo College, and we've assembled these sets of videos to kind of talk you through the application process and address many of the questions that commonly occur when people look at our application packet. The application packet is really long. I apologize for that, but I really believe in giving you all the information that I can give you, and again, I think you'll find that this will address many of the questions that you might have, and this will help you navigate through the application process. Now, most of these application orientation videos are going to be like this, where you see different documents through our application process, and I kind of talk you through them. But there will be some of these videos where, well, for better or worse, where you get to see my bright, smiling, shiny little face as I talk you through some of these processes and talk more about the field of radiation therapy as well. Now, I've scrolled through way on deep into the application packet where we have the online orientation keywords document. You might want to kind of get this one out and have this handy right away, because this is going to kind of serve as our checklist, so to speak, to make sure and ensure that you've observed all these orientation videos. So what I want you to do is have this keywords document handy, and as we go through each video, like this is the introduction video. As we go through each video, I'm going to say every now and then just what I call a keyword. I'm just going to kind of say kind of a somewhat nonsensical word that probably isn't going to make sense in the context of looking at these application materials. And as I say each keyword, I'll say that this is your first keyword. And under introduction, where it has number 1, you need to write down what that first keyword is. For example, the first keyword that you do need to go ahead and write down under the introduction, keyword number 1 is kite, like when you fly a kite, K-I-T-E. That is your first introductory keyword. There can be up to 3 keywords for each little video, but each video doesn't have to have 3 keywords. They can have up to 3 keywords. And what you're going to do, basically this is my way of assuring that you've watched all these videos, suffered through these videos, I should say, and thereby gained more insights into the application process and into our program. Now, as I continue on, I'm going to scroll back up to the top of this document. I'm also, by the way, for these videos using the whole document. It's very long, but you can see from the first page of the document, there's a second page of the document. Kind of one nice feature is you can look at the second page and see a table of contents, and if you want to go to any particular part to review, like I'm not really sure about those application procedures, let's just go check that out. So you can just click on that and it takes you right to that part of the document. Cool. So that can be a nice little time saver for you to be able to find specific bits of information later on as you review the information yourself. Now, one thing I want to go ahead and mention is we've got really 2 different variations of our program that we're offering. We've got our more or less traditional local area program, and we've got our distance program. Both aspects of the program are going to be fully online with respect to academic classes. But it's worth mentioning that if you're applying and living in or around the Amarillo area, like in the Texas Panhandle, then you'll be attending clinicals in our local area, the clinical sites that we've had for a long time now. And it's worth mentioning that anybody who is in the program in Amarillo is going to be doing clinicals at a variety of different clinical sites in Amarillo and in Lubbock, Texas, and in Clovis, New Mexico. We've got 5 different sites at these facilities right now. That number may be changed or may flex over time, but right now we have 5 clinical sites, 2 in Amarillo, 2 in Lubbock, and 1 in Clovis, New Mexico. And all of our students that are in the local area will be rotating through these different departments. So you'll be spending some time in Amarillo, you'll be spending some time in Lubbock, and spending some time in Clovis. So that means that there's going to be some driving involved. Now, you may be able to carpool with some other students, and we can help you coordinate that. But by and large, you need to have dependable transportation to be able to drive to these other clinical sites. And one of the reasons we have these other clinical sites is that it's kind of nice, insofar as we're able to do it locally anyway, to be able to see different ways of doing things, other departments and different hospital facilities. But bottom line is, if you're living in the Amarillo area, you will be able to have access to several different clinical sites. And our second and last keyword for this introductory video is the word cup, like teacup, C-U-P. That does it for this first orientation video. Now you're ready to progress on to the next one. I bet you just can't wait.